So let's start. Hello Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Shambhavi, everyone. Hi. Happy Dashera to you all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
A very good afternoon to you. Sorry for troubling you on Dashera. So we were doing instantaneous velocity. Okay. And what I have told you is that, see, instantaneous means, my dear, I will give you ample of time to write. Okay. So what we were doing, that instant means in a particular, instantaneous means in a particular instant, in a particular moment. Okay. So if you want to find velocity of a body for a particular instant, suppose Shivam is walking at the velocity of 5 meters per second, and his velocity is variable, it is getting changed. He walks for 30 minutes, and I ask you what is the velocity of Shivam in 257th second. 5 minutes means 300 seconds. So in 257th second, what is the velocity of Shivam? So what will you do? You will find out, you will differentiate what? Displacement with respect to time. Okay, once you differentiate displacement with respect to time, you will get the expression for velocity. So this velocity is the instantaneous velocity. Okay, and in place of t, you will apply the value of time. Okay. So my first question, very easy. S is equal to, same question. Okay, let me change it. S is equal to p cube plus p square plus 2. So find V at t equals to 1 second, 3 second, 5 second. Yeah, tell me. S is displacement. Exactly.
1 second to 5.
Plus 5 at t square. 2t square plus 2. And G nahi galat hai. Yes, what is the answer? Shireen, why were you absent yesterday?
So first में 5 भी तो
Sir,
आएगा.
I was in the hospital.
What happened to you, dear?
The velocity at first second is 5 and at 3 second is 33, and let me calculate at 5 second.
Yeah, but why were you in the hospital?
So for the treatment,
What happened to you? Are you alright now?
actually I get continuously cold for months and it gives me problem continuously sneezing.
Okay. I hope. Get well soon, dear. Okay, I am solving it. Please see. We need to find velocity, right? So what we do for velocity? Rate of change of displacement is velocity, right? That's what velocity is. And rate means divided by time. Okay? So I can say that V is equal to delta S upon delta T. This is displacement. Delta means change. Okay? And this can also be represented as ds upon dt. So if I differentiate displacement with respect to time, I will get velocity. So d by dt of s. What is s?
T2 plus P square plus T.
2 plus 2. So 3t square plus 2t. Okay.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what ds upon dt will be. No problem. 3t square plus 2t. Okay. Do you know it or not? Okay. Now that will be the velocity. I have just differentiated it. Basic formula. X to the power n. Differentiation of x to the power n will be nx to the power n minus 1. This is velocity. Now apply the value. Put v equals to 1. In place of t, you have to put 1. 5 meters per second. Now put 2 in place of t. You will get 3 2 square plus 2 into 2, that is 12. What? 3 t square plus 2t. Oh, 3 seconds,
three,
not
yeah.
2. Yeah. For 3 seconds. So 3 into 3 square, 27 plus 6.
33, 33,
And for 5 seconds,
85,
it will be 3 into
85.
5 square, 25, 3 is 75, plus 2 into 5, that is 85 meters per second.
Yes, sir.
So I hope this is clear to you, very easy. Is it clear here? See, look here, look here. If you want to differentiate x to the power n with respect to x, differentiating the variable with respect to the same variable. So it is the first formula of differentiation. N, this is the power. Write the power multiplied with x and to the power n minus 1. Okay. So here, in place of x, we have got t, and in place of n, we have got 3. So first we will write the power 3, then write x. In place of x, we will write t, and then t to the power 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 3t square. Here also, in place of n, 2 is there, so 2 into t, and t to the power 2 minus 1, 2t. And differentiation of constant with respect to any variable is 0. Okay. Now that was easy. Second part is calculate average velocity of the body between 1 and 5 seconds. Here, what happened? Ink is on your nose. Working? You have to calculate average velocity between 1 and 5 seconds. The same question, second part. Yes, Zoya, Shivam, Ram, why are you turning the pages? You didn't pay attention yesterday, huh? You haven't revised.
Recording. Look, last पर जो छोड़ी था
अरे, it was done yesterday.
So 20. The 20 meter per second.
Don't know, dear, I have to solve it. I just framed the question.
21.
Don't know. I will have to solve it.
So 20. So 20.
20, okay. So got confirmation from 2-3 people. Yes, it is right. Ram? Shivam?
So 50 there.
क्यों? Okay. You were present yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am solving. What was the value of S? What was the value of S? Yeah, S.
3 is the displacement will be 3t square plus 2t and will equate the value of 5 and 1.
It was t cube plus t square plus 2. I need to calculate average velocity. Okay. So average velocity is equal to total displacement upon total time. Yes or no? What is displacement? The formula of displacement is final minus initial. Yes or no? So it is saying that you have to calculate average velocity between 1 and 5 seconds. So in place of t, first you will put 5. That will be the final position or final displacement of the body. Please understand, in 5 seconds, body will reach at some position. So displacement of the body will be after 5 seconds. Yes or no? So that is why we are applying 5 here. Please apply 5 here. So 125 plus 25, that is 150 plus 2, 152. I have done it directly, you can calculate it. See, for S at 5 seconds, put 5 in place of T. So 5 cube plus 5 square plus 2. So 125 plus 25 plus 2, that is 152. Understood or not? Am I too pacey?
No.
So 5, and now we have to calculate displacement of the body in 1 second. Why? Because question is between 1 and 5. Between 1 and 5. So for this bandwidth, you have to calculate the displacement, right? So 152 minus, now put 1 in place of T. So S1 will be 1 cube plus 1 square plus 2. So it will be 4. Yes or no? So minus 4 divided by 5 minus 1. Total time. So what will be the displacement in 5 seconds minus displacement in 1 second divided by time, that is 5 minus 1. So 148 upon 4.
37.
4 ones are 4 3s are 12, 28, 37. Yeah, right, Nikita. And why were you guys saying 20, 20? And I scolded this girl unnecessarily. And you all were present yesterday, still you are giving wrong answers, huh? Is it clear or not? Is this clear? Please note it, dear. Ram. Yes, why were you all absent yesterday?
मैंने बताया
सिर्फ
था
एक क्लास है और बहुत दूर पड़ेगा, हाँ? Don't miss my class, okay? Never ever miss my class. Yesterday I was lenient because first time you guys did this thing, but from next time I won't be. Actually what I do is, let me tell you, when most of the students of the class are absent, I teach most important topic in that class. Most typical, most complicated topic I teach. Yeah, to penalize you. Previous year I did the same thing in the NEET Sankalp bench. Whenever they miss the class, I taught the most important topic. So then they learned their lesson, they never missed my class. Never ever miss my class. You can miss whatever you want, but don't miss my class. Okay? Arey, don't be sorry. Now you all are not the kids of 8th and 9th. If you are sorry, then go back home and solve 20 extra questions. Repent for it if you are sorry. And let me tell you one more thing, guys. See, this is misconception that back at home we will do more work. No, actually when you come to the class, so a regime is set and that makes you drive and that makes you do the work. If you are sitting back at home, the laziness gets into you and you can try it on your own. You won't be able to achieve any of the target that you decide that today I am taking off, I will do this. No, you won't be able to do. So that's why it is so important. Okay. So attending the class is the most important thing for you all also. Understand? Don't think that we will watch the recording. Recording is for the revision purpose. Okay. Anyway, enough of lecturing. Now, moving on. I am not like this here. Don't get scared.
अभी पहले आपने कहा था I'm the scariest teacher.
It's scary for them, not for the students. S is equal to t cube minus 6t square. So find time. Now this is the second aspect of such questions. So second type.
Yes, sir.
Here it is asking find time when body is at rest.
So 4 seconds.
I have to solve it. Maybe I should. Your options are A is equal to 0 seconds, B is equal to 4 seconds, C is equal to 0, 4 seconds, and D is equal to 3, 2 seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
So C.
C, yeah. And this is the right answer. The same question I did yesterday. So you got what answer? What is your answer? Okay. You have done it right. Everyone got the answer. We have done the same question yesterday. Okay. I just want to tell you the methodology for such questions for individuals who were absent yesterday. Please see. First of all, Nikita, tell me. It is saying when body is at rest. When can body be at rest? How will we determine that body is at rest?
So the velocity is
Very good. Body is in rest or in motion, it is determined by velocity of a body. Okay. Never fall in a trap that if displacement is 0, then
Sir, 0, 2
4.
seconds. I guess that.
Which option?
Not 4 seconds.
C.
Sir, none of the option because I'm getting 0 and 2 seconds.
Oh. So that's the problem of maths. We will solve it, Shireen. Don't worry. First,
Sir, but I'm getting that.
don't worry, dear. We will solve it first. Listen to the concept. So the thing is that body will be at rest when its velocity is 0, not its displacement. Because if I tell you that suppose body starts from rest, so at t equals to 0, displacement is 0.
Yes, sir.
But that doesn't mean if I tell you body starts from rest with the acceleration of 5 meter per second square. So body's velocity is not 0, body is not at rest. It started its motion from rest. So at t equals to 0, its displacement is 0. So if displacement is 0 doesn't mean that body will be at rest. Getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
I traveled from A to B. Then I moved back from B to A. And I am doing this thing again and again. My displacement is 0. But I am not at rest. I am moving constantly.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, displacement won't be the deciding factor that if body is at rest or is it in motion. So, velocity will be the factor. So, for this, V has to be the 0. We are provided with displacement, then how to calculate V? Differentiate it with respect to time, yes or no?
D, yes, sir.
Yeah, ds by dt. So see again t cube, what will you get? 3t square. Here you will get 12t minus 12t. Yes or no? Okay. Now that's the velocity and the question is saying that body is at rest. So we will equate it to 0. V should be equal to 0. So 3t square minus 12t should be equivalent to 0. Yes or no? Now this is a quadratic equation, t square, and quadratic equation has two roots. So there will be two values of time. Don't do that 8th class thing that you transfer 12t here, cancel out t and t is equal to 4. Okay, don't do that. You will take 3t common and you will get t minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so 3t is equal to 0 or t minus 4 is equal to 0. So t is equal to 0 or t is equal to 4 seconds. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Wrote it down. Arey, don't. How many times should I say? Don't be sorry for such silly things. Getting wrong answer is not any crime. We are in the process of learning. We will commit mistakes. Yes or no? What happened, Shivam? I thought you were upset today. And are you? Got it? Clear? Wrote it down here. Okay, you already did. Okay. Now moving on to the main thing, that is acceleration. All this was revision. We have done all this yesterday. Now let's talk about acceleration. What is acceleration?
Rate of change of velocity.
Rate of
Rate of change of velocity.
Rate of change of velocity. Okay. And by rate, what is the meaning of rate? What is the meaning of rate?
With respect to time.
With respect to time.
Rate means with respect to time. Thank you, Shireen. So, in physics, rate means with respect to time, that is divided by time. Okay. And what is the meaning of change in physics?
Final minus initial.
Final minus initial. So, rate of change of velocity. So, that means final velocity minus initial velocity, because change is there. So, let me call it Vf minus Vi. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And it is saying rate, that means divided by time. So T, you can say delta T. Okay, delta is the symbol for change. Okay, that's what acceleration is. So you can say delta V upon delta T is acceleration. How we represent it? What's the unit of it? SI unit?
Meter per second.
Hanji?
Meter per second.
Meter per second square. Okay. Note it, note it, note it. Ram? Yeah, that's good. You also. These girls, please show me the exercise book. And they are making wonderful notes. We have used 2-3 colored pens. Okay. Make it appeasing for your eyes, for yourself. Do it for yourself, so that when you look at your notebook, you feel inclined to study. It attracts you. When you eat food, if food is attractive, that's the first thing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Attraction, something should appeal to the eyes. Basic psychology. So, your notes should be such that it attracts you. So, 40% of the fear would vanish off. Okay? So, that's why I always suggest usage of 2-3 pens. Everything is scientific. It's not conventional. I hope you have copied it. Now, suppose it is mentioned that V is equal to, sorry, not V. It is mentioned that A is equal to 3 meter per second square. A is 3 meter per second square. Now, please wait. Listen to me first. What is the meaning of it? That acceleration is 3 meter per second square. But what's the depth of it? Please see. It means 3 meter per second per second. 3 meter per second per second. Pay attention.
Velocity is changing by 3 meter per second at every second.
That means that if I say, let's say t is equal to 0, t is equal to 1, t is equal to 2, So pay attention. At t equals to 0, if velocity is 0, then at t equals to 1, velocity will become 3 meters per second. At t equals to 2, velocity will become 6 meters per second. At t equals to 3, velocity will become seconds. Okay. Velocity will become 9 meters per second. That means velocity is increasing per second. Velocity is increasing per second by the rate of 3 meters per second. Every second, velocity is getting incremented by 3 meters per second.
Yes.
That's what acceleration means. Every second, there is increment of 3 meters per second in velocity. Got it or not? Clear or not? Please note it. I will write it. That every second velocity is increased by 3 meters per second. Clear? Done? Done. Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Shireen, done? Okay. Now, A average will be V2 minus V1 upon P2 minus P1. Okay? A average. And what will be A instantaneous? Pay attention. A instantaneous will be dv upon dt. That is, you have to differentiate velocity with respect to time. And what's the meaning of it? The meaning is, yes, dear, what are you doing?
Taking my notes to
Okay. Now, the meaning is, please see that if you plot velocity time graph, same as we did for ST graph, if you plot velocity time graph, then slope of, and suppose this is a curve. So slope of this curve will give you what? Will give you acceleration. Yes or no? So slope of this curve, what is A instantaneous? It is slope of VT graph. Yes or no? So same thing implies here also, that slope is what? Slope is m and it is equal to tan theta. As I have told you in ST case, suppose this angle is theta, this curve is making an angle of theta with the x-axis. So what will be the slope? Slope will be m and it is equal to tan theta. So how to find acceleration of any VT graph? We will do graphs in detail, but I am just giving you an idea. Suppose this is your VT graph and you need to find acceleration of it. So how to find acceleration of it? Yes, Disha. How to find acceleration of this graph at, let's say, this point A.
It's going to do equal upon this point.
Is what?
Slope.
स्लोप कैसे निकालें?
Tangent.
उस पॉइंट पे टेंजेंट ड्रॉ करें. ओके, वेरी गुड. Yeah, the way is same. We have to draw tangent at that point, right?
Yes.
And let's see what angle this tangent makes with the horizontal line. Suppose this angle is alpha. Take tan of alpha. So you will get acceleration at point A. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We did same thing in velocity time graph, and I explained it in detail. Disha was having problem. Sir, why are we doing this? We are considering, we should consider the whole graph. Remember? Okay. So that's what it is. Are you getting it or not? Total bouncer or full length? I mean to say, थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay, because we are in the midst of the topic here. We have already done all these things. अभी तो शुरू किया है. Okay, I'll increase the temperature. Eat almonds.
सर उसको डायरेक्ट ठंडा होता है. थैंक यू.
Okay, coming back. Okay, solve this question. A tiny question. Please try it here. You are provided with two graphs. Two VT graphs are given. Please see, such easy level questions are asked in your NEET examination. You have to tell that which graph has constant acceleration. Graph, let me call this graph 1, let me call this graph 2. Yes, Shireen, Bhavika, Gayatri, Anjana.
Second graph.
Okay, Gayatri, Bhavika, Anjana. Bhavika, again you are not speaking today, huh? Anjana, you also. So see, the question is, which has constant acceleration? Look at me. Which has constant acceleration? Okay. So constant acceleration means slope should be constant. Slope should have same value for all the points on this curve. Then only we will say constant acceleration. Please see, if I talk about first graph, draw tangent here. This will be the angle. Draw tangent at this point. This will be the angle. You can observe it on your own. This angle is quite greater than this angle.
Yes.
So acceleration at this point is, let me call this point as what? Let me call it A, and this point be B. So acceleration at A is less than acceleration at B. So that means in case 1, acceleration is variable. It is changing. Yes or no? So acceleration is not constant here. No need to solve for second. That's the answer. But to understand the concept, let's see. Take this point, draw the tangent. This point, draw the tangent. Take any point, draw the tangent. Everywhere you will observe the same angle. Yes or no? Okay. Angle is same, that means slope is same because slope is equal to tan theta. Right or wrong? So this is having constant acceleration. Many times such questions are asked. And you don't even have to touch the pen to solve such questions in the examination. These are bonus givers, you know. They give you bonus. Noted? Okay. Done?
Yes.
So V is equal to 2t square minus 4t. So find acceleration at t equals to 3 seconds and average acceleration at from 0 to 3 seconds. Do it fast.
So 8 and 2.
8 and 2. I don't know, I'll have to check. Ram, you didn't go through the recording of differentiation, Ram?
Look, see over.
अभी पूरी तरह से तबीयत नहीं ठीक हुई है। Okay, धीरे धीरे। शिवम, yeah, you are done. I know here. गौरांशी, कितना टाइम लगेगा?
So just 2 minutes.
हैं? For this question?
Oh, sir, acceleration will get average acceleration के 1 minute. Acceleration is 4t
Do it,
minus
do it.
4 and at that instant it will be 8 meter per second square.
Good. How many questions you get in NEET?
45.
No, overall.
90 करने लगते हैं.
50 questions are from bio, 50 questions are from zoology and botany. 50-50. 50 from physics, 50 from chemistry. Have to do 45 in each. 45 fours are 180. Okay?
Sir, average acceleration 2 meter per second square.
Okay.
And acceleration at 3 seconds is equal to 8 meter per second square.
Yeah. And what is the time? 3 hours.
3:16. अच्छा.
No?
3 hours 20 minutes.
3 hours 20 minutes, right? So basically 1 minute and few seconds for solving each question.
It's only 1 minute. वो तो OMR.
Right? So plan accordingly. This is V. We need to calculate A. A is equal to dv upon dt. Have to differentiate velocity with respect to time. What is velocity? It is 2t square. So see d by dt of 2t square minus 4t, which will be 4t minus 4. Yes or no? Have to calculate it at 3 seconds. So A at 3 seconds will be 4 into 3 minus 4, that is 8 meters per second square. Tell me yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Average. So average is what? A average will be V2 minus V1. So what is V2? Velocity at 3 seconds. Calculate velocity at 3 seconds. This will be 2 into 3 square minus 4 into 3. Right? So that will be 9 to the 18 minus 12. So it is 6 meters per second. And what is velocity at 0? It is 0. So 6 minus 0 divided by 3 minus 0. So you will get 2 meter per second square. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we have a chocolate question, and whoever does it, I will give him her a chocolate.
इनको कैसे दिखाओगे?
Huh? I'll send an emoji. An emoji. Done? Everyone noted? Anjana, Bhavika, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do this question, interesting question. It is very easy, but let me see how many of you can apply the concepts at the right places. S is equal to 3i plus 4j. Find, or let me make a change. 3ti plus 4t j cap. So find v at t equals to 1 second, speed at t equals to 1 second, and acceleration at t equals to 2 seconds. Do it. Just you come here. What? You sit here. Hmm?
550. So acceleration 0 है? V होगा 2 और speed होगा 5.
No. Wrong, dear.
Sir,
Hmm.
so V होगा 3i cap plus 4j cap.
What is B?
3i cap plus 4j.
Very good. Exactly.
और speed होगा 5 by V to this.
Very good. You deserve a chocolate. Good. Yes, she is right, Disha. Now please see. The thing that is scary is that displacement is given in vector form, in vector notation. But no problem. What is I cap? See. Okay, I have not taught vectors to you. Anyway, what is I cap? It is an orthogonal vector along x-axis. It is giving direction along x-axis. And j cap is giving direction along y-axis. Nothing else. So that means that velocity, see, displacement along x-axis is 3t and displacement along y-axis is 4t. Segregate it. Write it like this: Sx, displacement along x-axis, 3t, I cap. Displacement along y-axis is, now displacement along x-axis is given. Can you find velocity along x-axis? Just differentiate it. Yes or no? By differentiating displacement with respect to time, you get velocity. So 3 will come out. 3 I cap. I is just giving direction. If you don't want, don't apply. Okay. Don't apply here. We will apply it later. So this is velocity along x-axis 3. What is velocity along y-axis? It will come out to be 4. So now you have to write it in vector form because displacement was given in vector form. Yes or no? So how to represent direction along x-axis in vector notation? You have to put I cap here. So this will be 3 I cap, and for
+4 j cap.
position vector. Yes or no? Anyway, that's the velocity. That's the velocity. Pay attention. What will be the velocity at t equals to 1 second? Look here. Velocity is having no term of time. Velocity is not dependent on time. So that means at t equals to 1 second, t equals to 5 second, t equals to 100 second, velocity will be same. This is constant velocity case. Body is moving with constant velocity because velocity is not dependent on time. Independent of time, yes or no? When it is not dependent on time, so it will remain same, doesn't matter whatever the time is. Wanna close it?
Yes, sir.
Put it once more. Okay? Understood? So that's your first part. Now second part is speed at 1 second. My dear students, what is speed? Speed plus direction is
The
equal,
magnitude of velocity.
yes, is equal to velocity. If you add direction to speed, you will get what? You will get velocity. So if you will subtract, see what is velocity? You are moving at the rate of 5 kilometers per hour. You will say this is my speed. But if you tell me that you are going toward north, east, west, where you are going, just give me the direction along with this speed, it will turn into velocity, yes or no? Velocity is a vector quantity. Vector has got direction. Okay, so speed plus direction is velocity. So velocity minus direction is speed. Velocity minus direction is speed. How to subtract direction from a vector quantity? Just take numerical value of that vector quantity. How to take numerical value of a vector quantity? Find the magnitude of the vector quantity. So how to find magnitude of this? Under the root 3 square plus 4 square, yes or no? 9 plus 16, that is 25. 25 under root is 5. That's your speed. Tell me yes or no? No, Payal. Palak, yeah. What will be acceleration?
The acceleration will be constant because we are no acceleration will be 0 because velocity is constant.
Yes, Shireen, yes. Okay, now that's good. I like it. So acceleration, you have to calculate acceleration. Acceleration will be 0 as Shireen said. Why? Because velocity is not having any term of time. Yes or no? No time is here. And what is acceleration? Acceleration is differentiation of velocity with respect to time. So if you will differentiate constants, what will you get? You will get 0. 0 vector. Acceleration will be a 0 vector. Yes or no? Can you tell me a motion in which magnitude of a vector is 0? Okay, let me not make it that tough. Okay. What happens in uniform circular motion? UCM. Have you ever played jingle bell? Huh? Going round, 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 round. Yeah. UCM. What happens there? Zero? Matlab what? Yes, what is uniform circular motion? Can anyone tell me? Suppose you start rotating. Is it UCM or circular motion? UCM is uniform circular motion. Yeah, Shiveen.
In this, velocity is changing at every instant. Because in circle we are constantly moving and our direction is constantly changing at every
That's circular
point.
motion. That's circular motion. What's the difference between circular motion and uniform circular motion?
Velocity and time constant रहते हैं.
How can time remain constant?
Time मतलब equal रहता है.
Time equal रहते हैं. You mean
मतलब time change नहीं होता.
time change नहीं होता है, time constant होता है.
I mean like velocity and time का ratio जो होता है वो.
No dear, wait. See, if this is uniform circular motion, body is performing uniform circular motion. So always remember, magnitude of velocity will remain same at every instant. Here also, here also, here also, here also. Magnitude of velocity will be same. But still, velocity will be different. Why? Because direction is different. This is the direction here, this is the direction here, this is the direction here, this is the direction. So, vector is the summation of magnitude and direction. So, even though magnitude is same, but direction is different. So, can you tell me, will there be any acceleration here or not in UCM? Only
direction is changing.
Shireen, when I take your name, then answer. There are several others.
Sorry.
Yeah, you tell me.
होगी एक्सेलरेशन तो.
Why?
सर बिकॉज जो वेलोसिटी है वो मतलब सारे पूरे में कांस्टेंट रहे.
Velocity constant है तो acceleration होगा. What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. So subtract them. 3 minus 3, 0. Acceleration will be there or not?
No.
Is it accelerated motion or non-accelerated motion?
No.
That's how it will be asked.
नॉन एक्सेलरेटेड.
It is accelerated motion because direction is changing and there is a zero vector also. So magnitude is same. Acceleration will have zero magnitude, but acceleration will have direction. So always keep in mind that UCM is an accelerated motion. It has acceleration.
सर आपने पूछा था
कोई बात नहीं.
क्या हुआ पहले?
हाँ.
आपने पूछा था कि सर्कुलर मोशन और यूसीएम
में difference क्या है? How do you call UCM a special type of motion?
तो क्या है?
That's the difference.
एक्सेलरेशन.
In circular motion, magnitude of velocity won't be same. In UCM, velocity will be uniform. Magnitude of velocity will be same.
तो एक बार ड्रॉ करके.
Draw. Suppose, let me draw circular motion. So, let me name these points A, B, C, D. Okay. It isn't looking like now it is D. So here your velocity can be at A 2 meters per second. At B it can be 5 meters per second. At C body is going like this. At C it can be 3 meters per second. At D velocity can be 1 meter per second. So at every instant, every point, velocity is changing. It is not constant. In uniform circular motion, velocity will be constant at each and every instant. Let me call this at A, B, C, D. You can make n number of points here. So velocity of at A, let's say it is 5 meter per second. So same will be the velocity at B also. It will also be 5 meter per second. At C also, it will be 5 meter per second. At D also, it will be 5 meter per second. Getting me? So if a body is rotating with the constant speed, can I say this or not? Rotation with constant speed. Speed means magnitude of velocity is UCM. Earth is performing UCM or not? Rotation or revolution around sun. It is UCM. That is why. How can we say it is UCM? How can we say velocity is same? Yes, Shireen. How can we say that revolution of Earth is UCM?
By the time estimation, sir. Because in every 24 hours it completing one revolution.
That's rotation. 24 hours, 23 minutes, 56 seconds and 56 minutes. 23 hours, 56 minutes and 37 seconds. That's what one day is. That's one rotation. I'm saying revolution. And if you talk to the minutest level, it is not UCM. That is why you have leap
So
year.
because of orbit?
That is why you have
Because
leap
the orbit.
year. Let me complete. That is why you have leap year. But if you consider in general, it is UCM. Why? Because if it would have not been UCM, if the velocity of Earth would have changed, then sometimes an year would have been of 300 days. Another time it would have been of 400 days. Some other year would have been of 350 days. Velocity is changing, speed is changing, but every time it is of how many days? How many days? 365. Then 366 for leap year.
365 plus 6 plus some hours.
Anyway, okay, done? No, I am not getting into geography. Anyway, so we have to now calculate average acceleration. We have done this. Yeah, we were doing this. So acceleration will be what? Since no term of time is there and acceleration is dv upon dt, and here if you will differentiate a constant, you will get 0. So acceleration along x-axis will be 0. Also along y-axis will be 0. But it will be a 0 vector. You won't say that acceleration is 0. You will say it is a 0 vector because it is having direction. Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Ask me. Yeah, it will be UCM. If the question comes, you will mark UCM. Yeah, exactly it is not. But it is beyond the scope of your syllabus. So you will mark UCM. Question has come and they gave UCM as the answer. It is UCM.
जो हमने केपलर का लॉ पढ़ा था कि इक्वल टाइम पीरियड में इक्वल एरिया कवर होगा तो उसमें वेलोसिटी अलग नहीं होता सेम ही रहता है पूरे उसमें
It is based on assumptions. मतलब if you will follow those assumptions, then that law is valid. And we are talking about real time situation. Assumptions won't be applicable here.
उसके अकॉर्डिंग होगा अलग वेलोसिटी
हाँ, उसके अकॉर्डिंग. Yes or no? Okay. For example, can I borrow a page from you? Last page, one page. I'll return it. One only. One. रख लूँ इसको आगे कर दो. Now tell me, hello. Sorry. If I throw this paper and this resistor from the same height, which will hit the ground first? Why? According to physics, both should hit the ground first.
वैक्यूम इज इक्वल
वैक्यूम में ही होएगा.
हाँ तो इक्वल टाइम
अच्छा, ये सिर्फ वैक्यूम में दोनों साथ में हिट करेंगे, वैसे नहीं करेंगे.
वैसे क्योंकि एयर रेजिस्टेंस
नो प्रॉब्लम श्री. हाँ,
ऐसे नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि एयर रेजिस्टेंस
अगर मैं एयर रेजिस्टेंस हटा दूं तो ये कर जाएगा.
हाँ
If you remove the air resistance, then it will fall. दोनों साथ में गिरे. ना, मैंने नीचे लगाया, ऊपर नहीं.
हाँ तो अलग-अलग करो. हाँ.
See?
अलग-अलग.
No, I'm just cutting off the air resistance. Without vacuum also, paper and resistor can fall together. There is no vacuum here. We all can breathe. Are you breathing? Yeah. They will fall. नीचे से एयर आ रही है उससे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है, हमें बस ऊपर की एयर हटानी होती है जिससे कि जो थ्रस्ट अप्लाई हो रहा है वो कट हो जाए. When we will do fluids, you will understand it better. What I was trying to show that in practical scenes, in practical life situations, assumptions don't work. Okay? Your resistor, your patient. Okay? Understood? Can we move ahead? Okay. Now do this question. Everyone, solve this. S is equal to t square I cap plus 3t minus 1 j cap. Find velocity, speed and acceleration at t equals to 1 second. Yeah, what's the answer? Guys, just practice and aim for 150 in physics. If you get 150 or above in physics, you will get a government college. And I think in physics, I am giving you everything. So I want everything in return from you guys also. That's perfectly fine. You have to find at 1 second. So put 1 in place of 2. Na?
Sir, but sir, it will be 2I.
The velocity is. May I answer or not?
2I cap.
Yeah, you can, Shireen, obviously.
2I cap plus 3J cap.
Right.
Acceleration 2.
Yes, Shireen, what is the answer?
Velocity is 2I cap plus 3J cap and speed is 4 meter per second.
Velocity is 2I cap plus 3J cap. And
3J cap. Speed is 4 meter per second.
speed is 4 meters per second. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I am solving. Did you get anything, dear? Differentiation is the problem, right? But concept is clear, right? Differentiation is just a tool. We will teach it to you. Very easy. Don't get scared of it. It is very easy topic. So we have to calculate velocity. Velocity is equal to ds upon dt. Yes or no? So please see, again you can segregate it x-axis, y-axis. I am doing it directly now. Too much spoon feeding spoils the child. Okay. So here it will be 3t minus 1. So 3 and this will be 0. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So velocity at 1 second will be 2 into 1 I cap plus 3 j cap. Okay. What will be the speed? The speed is square of velocity. Why haven't I taken time? Because speed is also asked at 1 second. So first put 1 second in the expression of velocity, then take its magnitude. Right? Meters per second, obviously. Now what will be the acceleration? So 2t I cap plus 3j cap. Find out dv upon dt. So differentiate it with respect to time. You will get 2 I cap. Differentiation of 3j cap will be 0. So acceleration is 2 I cap. So acceleration is along x-axis, along positive x-axis. So 2I meter per second square. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Note it, note it.
Sir,
Yes, dear.
sir, if in question it's mentioned something like that the acceleration is 2 meter per second square in the positive x-axis. So can we take it?
Yeah, obviously you
Will
can.
it be right?
Yeah, it will be absolutely right.
Okay.
Done?
Yes,
Everyone? Let's move on. Sense of direction. Yeah, tell me now. Suppose it is written that S is equal to plus 10 meter, centimeter, whatever it is, unit. Okay. Plus 10 units. So, what is the direction? In which direction body is moving? And tell in this also. S is equal to minus 10 units. So what's the direction of motion? In which direction body is moving?
Forward in first and
In first, okay, this is first, this is second. Yeah. So Zoya,
forward in first and backwards in second.
Because it may be x along y.
First we forward is second.
डायरेक्शन कहाँ है जो यूनिट लिख दिए
hmm?
डायरेक्शन दिए नहीं यूनिट लिख दिए बस दिए नहीं
No, unit means meter, centimeter, kilometer, hectometer, whatever you want. Light year. Okay, meter. Not any direction. Ram.
Forward.
Option D.
Yes. Shireen, where are you? What's the direction?
I didn't get the question.
You didn't get the question? A body is moving and it has got displacement of 10 meters at the time of observation. Can you predict the direction in which body is moving in the first and second case? Direction of motion I want to know, my dear.
In first case, it will be somewhat in forward direction, and in second, it will be backward. But if the case comes for the velocity and acceleration, it will get confused. I'm confused in what sense I have to tell direction.
In what sense?
Yeah, because we are not knowing. So I'll say that in first case, it is in positive x-axis, and in second case, negative x-axis.
Okay, let me make question more simple, more understandable. Can you tell me when is body's displacement along positive x-axis? When is body moving along positive x-axis? In case 1 or in case 2?
In case 1.
No, absolutely wrong. Note it down. We can't predict direction with displacement. I'll show you why. So you cannot tell the direction if displacement is given to you. Why? Okay. There are 2 points here. Point A, point B. Okay? Distance, and they are 10 meters apart. So if one body is moving from A to B, yes or no? So you will say that displacement of body is 10 meters, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
At the same time, another body is moving from, let's say Shivam is moving from A to B and Ram is moving from B to A. So in respect to Shivam, displacement of Ram is minus 10 meters. But both are in positive side of x-axis. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why is negative sign used? It is used just to tell the direction. What sort of direction? I am moving like this, forward. And Gauranshi is coming from that point where I am going. So Gauranshi's displacement will be taken negative of mine. Why? Because we both are moving in the opposite direction.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So displacement is not the criteria to tell the direction of motion. Then how to predict the direction of motion? Velocity, exactly. Velocity will tell you that what is the direction of motion. So you can write it down. Velocity tells direction of motion. Note it down. Yes, where are you, Nita? गोरांशी समझ रही हैं सब? Okay. Palak, got a bit or not? Got the idea? Understandable? Ram? Okay, can we proceed? So, if velocity is given plus 5 meter per second, and let's say motion is along x-axis, so we will say that body is moving along positive x-axis, yes or no? And if let's say velocity is given minus 5 meters per second, so we can say blatantly that motion is along okay. Just by looking at the sign of velocity, you can be judgmental, you can give your decision. But don't do it with displacement. Now, after so many questions, solve this question. A very lollipop type of question, very easy. So S is equal to T cube minus 6T square plus 9T. So find velocity at T equals to 2 seconds, and this is part 1, and second part is you have to calculate acceleration at T equals to 3 seconds. Do it. I'll have to solve here. Yes, Shireen, what is your answer?
So velocity will be 17 meter per second and acceleration is 6 meter per second square.
Shambhavi, what's your answer? Bhavika, Anjana, Zoya? What? Minus 21 dogs, cows, buffaloes.
So minus 12 meter per second.
So everyone is getting different answer. How interesting.
सर वो लास्ट में शायद माइनस तो वो बॉड मास के हिसाब से पहले ऐड होता है फिर वो सब्ट्रैक्ट होता है वो वाला शायद गड़बड़ हो रहा है.
Shivam? Shivam? Ram?
So velocity is minus 3 meter per second.
Right? You changed your answer?
No sir, I missed it somewhere.
You missed it somewhere. Okay, I am doing it. See, for velocity we have to differentiate displacement with respect to time. Differentiate is it 3t square minus 12t plus 9. Put t equals to 2 seconds. So 3 into 4 minus 12 into 2 plus 9, that is 12 minus 24 plus 9, that is minus 12 plus 9, which is minus 3 meters per second. So it is along negative x-axis.
So पहले
Yes or no?
so पहले प्लस होता है कि माइनस करते हैं पहले दोनों मतलब दोनों में से
Whatever you do doesn't matter. You first have to multiply, na
उसके
dear.
बाद
वो नहीं होता बॉड मास में मतलब पहले ऐड करते हैं
Okay, add it. So this is 12 plus 9, 21.
तो अगर 24 प्लस 9 करके फिर
How will you add 24 and 9? 24 is having minus sign there with it. So if you will add, so you will add minus 24 and 9. Yes or no? Got it? Now acceleration. So acceleration is what? Acceleration is differentiation of velocity. So what was velocity? Velocity was 3t square minus 12t plus 9. So acceleration will be 60 minus 12. Oh, see, velocity was negative. That means body is moving backwards. Acceleration is 60 minus 12. So put t equals to 3 now. So you will get 18 minus 12, that is 6 meters per second square. See, that's the wonderful thing. And we will discuss about it. Velocity is negative. Hello. Velocity is negative. Body is moving in the negative direction. But acceleration is positive. So what will happen? You are moving in the backward direction, but force is pulling you forward. Acceleration is the byproduct of force. Yes or no? Acceleration is the byproduct of force. Okay. So leaving on that note, I will see you all in the next class. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.